They're the lifeline on the battlefield, the first to respond when every second counts. Whether under fire or in the back of a Humvee, the 68 Whiskey Combat Medic is trained to save lives in the most extreme conditions. In this episode, I'm speaking with two soldiers who serve in this critical role. Someone who's lived the training, felt the pressure, and stood ready when it mattered most. From trauma care to trust, from grit to gratitude, this is the story of the Army Combat Medic. Let's get into it. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are watching our program. I am Jeff England from the Fort Polk Podcast studios and Fort Polk Public Affairs office, and you are watching the Fort Polk Podcast. I mean, this is lots of Fort Polks in there. Anyways, I've got with me two wonderful human beings over here, two awesome soldiers from the Ops Group. They are 68 Whiskeys, also known as Combat Medics, and they are Sergeant First Class Cameron Reeves and Master Sergeant Bradley Robinson. How you guys doing?
Good, Jeff. Doing good, sir.
All right. Why don't you give me a little bit about, we've got your names and ranks. So let's see. I mean, like, where are you guys from? Apparently not around here. I don't think. Not many people stationed here are from here, but there's a couple. Every once in a while.
I'm actually from right down the road, Jeff, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, Oklatex.
Yeah. I'm from New Mexico.
New Mexico. Oh, there's a big change. Yes. So, where in New Mexico?
Clovis, New Mexico.
Clovis, I've heard of that.
Reason I'm from there is Cannon Air Force Base.
I got you. So you're one of them Air Force brats.
Yes, sir.
Oh, sweet. Air Force is cool. Air Force is cool.
Right. Yeah, it is. I had a good time as a child growing up in the Air Force family.
Well, then why did you join the Army? I mean, unless it's something bad we don't want to know about.
No, it's not bad. So when it came time for me to finally join the military, I checked around, saw what the different branches had to offer, and the Army got me, sir.
Yeah, the Army's got a lot to offer. My first medal was given to me by the Army.
All right.
Yeah, so the Army's always treated me better than the Air Force ever did.
Yeah.
But I stuck around, Anyway, so how long have you guys been in?
So I've been in the Army for 13 years. 13?
So apparently, well, you're over that threshold, that 10-year threshold. So
I am. I'm already enlisted, re-enlisted indefinitely. So.
Oh no, you could do that?
I
always thought it was like 4 and 6 years.
So once you reach a certain point in the Army, you can re-enlist and go indefinite.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's what I've chosen to do.
Oh, that makes it a lot easier. Yep. Apparently, that's what the officers' ID cards. They don't have an expiration date. It just says indefinite.
Right.
Until they're no longer needed. How sad. So how about you, Sergeant Roger Robinson?
16 years now. My knees will tell you that it's a little bit more than that. So.
Do you get to jump out of the helicopters?
I'm not airborne.
No. Oh, okay. Are there airborne combat medics?
Oh yeah.
They just go out with the troops and stuff. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cool. So, do you guys have an opportunity to try anything like that, or is it just?
So I'm not airborne either. The opportunities come, but I never took it. It's never really been something I've been interested in. But more power to those who are.
Yeah, I'm the same way. It's like I prefer my planes to land before I jump out of them. It's a little easier landing. So have you always wanted to be a combat medic, or was there something else in mind that you wanted to do?
No, not at all, actually. Looking back now, great decision. When I joined, I actually wanted to be an MP, so military police. And went to MEPS, and during MEPS found out that I was red green colorblind, which is also another reason why I haven't gone airborne. And so they gave me a list of options, and I don't remember what any of the other options were at this point, but combat medics, like, well, that sounds cool. Didn't know anything about medicine. I'm a young 19-year-old kid. But yeah, joined up, combat medic, never look back. It's the best thing ever.
Yeah, that red-green colorblindness might come in handy when you have to look at the red and green lights to jump out of an airplane.
Yeah, supposedly.
Supposedly. How about you, Sergeant?
So I originally asked my recruiter for firefighter, and he told me at the time that the Army wasn't taking those anymore. So he talked me into Combat Medic.
They're not taking them anymore, like ever?
Yeah, I don't know if they do now, but in 2012, I was told.
Oh, yeah.
They were recruiting firefighters.
Because I think I'm working on trying to get some firefighters over here to talk. I mean, they do a lot of work, but most of them are civilians. So, yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy how that works. Yeah. So what would you say, as combat medics, what would you say is the most challenging part of your job?
So I think the most challenging part is keeping up with medicine, because medicine is always changing. So keeping up with what's current and keeping up your training, because training always is kind of hard to get done.
Yeah, that's that. There's always more training than there is time.
Absolutely. Yeah.
How about you?
No, I would agree with Sergeant Reeves. I think that keeping up with medicine is a ever-evolving practice, and that's why we call it practice, right? Because we're always trying new things, trying to figure it out. But I think a medic is a unique job in where you have to be able to flip the switch, if you will. And so while you're here in garrison and maybe a little bit more relaxed, unless you're going through, some kind of training scenario, JRTC, as it may be, but when you're deployed as a medic, you really have to be on almost all the time, because you are a doc to your people. So you're taking care of them not only for their physical needs, but a lot of times their mental and emotional needs as well. You're almost like a stand-in, therapist, if you will. You're just a place for them to kind of unload. So
that's crazy. So what is the training like to become a medic?
So the AITs at Fort Sam Houston, Texas, starts off, go through the EMT phase where you get EMT certified. And when that's complete, you switch over to they call it whiskey phase.
Whiskey phase. That sounds like a fun phase.
Yeah. And again, I'm speaking 2012. I'm sure it's changed a lot since then. But we went through the whiskey phase. It's more combat, where you do the stuff outside, the actual soldier type medic stuff.
So you got to. So, do you guys have? So the EMT phase. That's like all of the baseline medic stuff, like CPR and all that stuff.
Yes.
I heard that learning CPR, one of the tricks to get the pattern right or the things right is to sing disco, Staying Alive.
Yeah, the Bee Gees. Right?
Yeah.
The Bee Gees.
So that is real.
It's a good tempo.
It is.
So what do we got the when you were going through the process of becoming a medic, what actually surprised you about in the process?
I wouldn't say I was surprised at all. I met a lot of new people, lifelong friends. It was a really fun experience. The final EMT exam wasn't as hard as they made it out to be, as long as you study.
Yeah, it's weird how that works, huh? It's study for something and you can pass the test.
That's what they say. So I'm actually going to go a different direction. For me, I think AIT was a lot harder than basic training, which sounds strange to say. A lot of people think boot camp, right? Basic training, like that's where it's tough. No, I went to AIT at a very interesting time where the platoon sergeants were transitioning from wearing the drill sergeant hat to being a quote-unquote platoon sergeant. So they were still drill sergeants at heart, and they were not happy about having to take off that drill sergeant hat. And so AIT was a very interesting time for me, but no, it was good. I think the hardest thing was just probably more of the whiskey side. So it was being able to combine all the tactical piece of being a medic and then still learning the anatomy and physiology and all of that.
Oh yeah, you got to know all the body parts and stuff. Yeah. So let me tell you, the only thing I know is that the funny bone is not a bone, and it's not funny when you hit it.
Not at all. No.
So being on the job as a 68 whiskey is, I'm sure it's got its days where some days are more busy than others. So why don't you take us through like just a regular day here at Fort Polk as a combat medic?
So for us, being in the task force, it's always preparing for the next rotation. So we're constantly making sure our vehicles work and are good to go. Maybe we'll do a podcast or two. And then it's making contact with the RTU, rotational training unit that's coming in, making sure they're good to go. They have everything they need.
Do you go through like conditioning them or warning them about the August heat around here?
Yes, I have. I've reached out to them. We got 10th Mountain coming in from Fort Drum. So
oh yeah, I don't think that's.
From what I'm seeing, they're doing about 75 degrees for their high right now. So
that'd be so nice.
Yes. I have reached out to them. They're fully aware of what to expect.
So no field jackets.
Probably not.
No, probably not. So what would you say the most challenging part of your job is? See, I always get somebody. It's always one of those questions. It's just like they weren't ready for the question.
Yeah. I don't know that I would say that it's challenging. It gets to be a lot. The op tempo is high. The schedule is we work long hours. Our specific job is OCTs. You may be out in the field anywhere from 24 to 48 hours, sometimes longer, just depending on what the rotation's looking like. So. Getting enough sleep, I think, is probably the most challenging part of the current job.
I think that's a big one for a lot of people, especially if you have sleep apnea.
Yeah. Or you like to nap.
Yes.
Like to nap.
Love those. I think some of the countries around the world, like Spain and Mexico and Italy, with all the afternoon naps, I think that's something we should work that in there.
100%. They got to figure it out.
But I think they work later at night, so it's a trade-off. Yeah. So what would you say is the most rewarding part of your job?
Oh, that's an easy one. So for this job specifically, it's being able to see the unit go from day 1 to day 14 in a rotation, and understand the challenges that they have coming in, and then being able to coach them through what those challenges are, and then watch them apply the knowledge that you've given to them, and kind of learn. I don't want to say learn from their mistakes, but learn from their friction points, learn from their challenges.
So have you seen any RTUs, rotational training units? Have you seen any RTUs come in that really had a difficult time and didn't quite make it through or didn't quite train up or change enough by the end of their rotation where they might have to come back again? Without mentioning names, of course.
You got any thoughts, Cameron?
Every unit has their challenges.
Uh-huh.
I've done 5 rotations now, so I'm still kind of a new OCT. So far, I haven't seen anything that I would say would make them come back.
Because I've always heard that that we want the units to make their mistakes here instead of in the field or during a deployment. So I'm sure that you guys push them hard and make sure that they're getting everything possible.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the biggest things that we coach them on, and that we tell the leadership, especially the young leadership, your young medics, your young platoon sergeants and platoon leaders, young officers, is to make the decisions that may enable or cause you to make mistakes, and that's okay. That's how we learn. So I think the Army's really good at, we figure things out on the fly. We're very innovative. And a lot of that comes out of a central training center like here at JRTC.
Nice. Yeah, the JRTC is quite the center, training center. It's amazing with all the movies or the high tech and pyrotechnics and all that stuff.
And a rotation's hard. I've been RTU myself. I'm sure Master Sergeant Rob has too.
I'm sure you hated it more while you were here at RTU.
Absolutely.
It helps you. Since I was RTU, I know what they're going through. It's tough. Even the best units would struggle here. So,
it's going to be tough for everybody, including you OCT. OCTs is a observer controller trainer. For you guys to do it, I'm sure you're emotionally and mentally involved in these things. So what do you do to, prep yourself emotionally, mentally, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I hit the gym. So that's my thing. It keeps me sane, I think. Kind of helps me center myself, get that a little bit alone time.
Get that high stress stress relief.
And that way I don't take it out on anyone when I go to the field.
Especially if don't take it out on those after you get home. That's a big thing.
Sure.
I like to run and listen to music.
I love music.
Yes.
I don't like running, but I love music. That's why I couldn't join the Army. Apparently, you guys have to run and march. Well, I can march. Well, I march a couple steps. So, did you have any long-term goals in the Army, or maybe even after you get out? I mean, you guys got less than 10 years left. Do you plan on? I know you plan on staying in for the 20, at minimum 20. Do you have any plans? Long term after that?
I need to get back into college, so that would be probably my main goal currently.
I hear the Army offers a really good program to help you get through college.
Yes, yeah. So the tuition assistance helps every year. I forget what the amount is now, but I mean we get tuition assistance every year for college.
That's cool.
Yeah, 16 credit hours a year, $4,000 or $4,500, something like that.
And that's not a drop in the bucket.
Not at all.
So you guys, after you get out or after you retire, you plan on staying in the medical career field, or?
Myself, no, but I can't speak for myself.
I'm not sure you'd call it the medical field. I'm finishing my master's up here, and I think that I'd like to work in the H2F domain in the Army, so kind of remaining in that fitness space.
Yeah, come back as a GS.
Yeah, that's the life, right?
Yeah, it is. It's a good job. So, what about how has being a combat medic, shaped your life, and, shaped your life, your career, and all that stuff? Like you guys weren't expecting to be combat medics when you came in, but things change, and you are now. So how has that really affected your life?
So it's given me lifelong friends. I mean, I still talk to guys that I was, privates with. So lifelong friendships, training, knowledge. I guess you can say it's just being in the Army as a whole.
Yeah,
it's helped me with that.
Yeah, I like the military life. I thought I wouldn't, but I do.
Yeah. I think the title of doc has been great, especially coming from someone that didn't expect to be a medic and didn't really understand what doc meant until I got to my second duty station and kind of fell in with some infantry cats. And then it was like, oh, so this is a term of endearment. And that's just kind of bled over into everything since then. So being able to take care of people is really my passion. I love helping people. I love bringing out the best in people. So not only as a leader in the Army, getting to do that for soldiers, but as a medic, getting to literally physically help you has been a great reward for me.
Yeah, the two career fields that I've seen, or the two positions that I've seen that really get the nickname like that, is the medics being called doc, and the gym or the coaches being called coach instead of Mr. whatever. Yeah. It's like
he's correct. You got to earn the title. It's not given. So.
Well, yeah. It's that respect thing. Yeah. So what about Fort Polk? I mean, you guys, I'm sure this isn't your first installation, and I'm sure every installation has their ups and downs, but what do you think about Fort Polk and what it's done for your career?
So this is my second time being stationed here. I was here from 2019 to the end of 2021. So I worked at BJAC in hospital education, so I got to train all the 68 whiskeys on post. It was a really, really rewarding experience. I would say some of the best years of my Army career have been at this base. So when I found out I was coming back, I was actually pretty excited.
Nice.
Yeah. I've only been here for 18 months, so this, and I'm on my way out. This has been the shortest assignment of my career so far. But certainly one of the most rewarding. JRTC has been great. This assignment has been great. I've learned a lot about myself. I've learned a lot about the Army and medicine in general, which is really cool.
Would you say that it's enhanced your career, or it's just like any other installation?
100%, it's enhanced it. There's opportunities here, just like you would get anywhere else. and there's great food. So
great food. We had one of the chefs on here talking about their job. It was impressive. It was lots of fun. Yeah. So how is let me see, what was I trying to think? It was what would you say something people might not know about life or training here? I mean, like the secrets or something that you didn't realize before you got here.
So I was here in 2020.
So you kind of cheat.
I got to see how this base responded to the COVID pandemic, and then we had 2 major hurricanes in 2020. One thing I could say about JRTC Fort Polk is they come together to help. They fixed everybody's problems during 2020 after the hurricanes came through. I just feel like there's a good community here. Everybody comes together. Yeah,
it's really hard to find an installation that has the good community and stuff, because a lot of the places that I've been to, it's you go to work, you go home. You don't really intermingle a lot of that stuff. So I've seen a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, I think community here is big. I don't have kids here, but a lot of my friends have family and they have kids here and they love it. There's so much to do for the families, and the base is small enough that you kind of get to know everybody through those community events, and so then you'll see them around at work, a few weeks later. And
I've noticed that also the installation, like the garrison and stuff, is kind of small, but when you look at all the land that Fort Polk takes up, it's monstrous.
Sure. Yeah, I mean it's built around the national forest, right, or in the national forest, I guess we should say. So there's plenty to see and hike and fish and hunt.
That's what I try to tell people. Get outside the gates and don't be afraid to go someplace and go just out and explore and visit other cities and other towns and festivals. I mean, we got plenty of them.
Yeah, I mean, Houston's not far away. New Orleans isn't far away. I've been to concerts at both. So
concerts? Oh, what kind of music you guys like?
I listen to heavy metal.
Ah, nice. Yeah. So Ozzy must have hit hard.
Oh yeah.
It did me.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, it was crazy, and it's almost like he knew something was coming, and when he did that Black Sabbath reunion.
Yeah, I watched the final show.
Oh,
he looked like he was in bad shape, but I wasn't expecting a week or so later.
Yeah, it's just crazy how that happens. So what? How about you?
Oh man, a little bit of everything, honestly. So we'll go from cowboy boots and country to gold chains and Lil Wayne. So,
yeah, that's when I say play mix on my radio. It goes from one extreme to another. I go from Barry Manilow to Black Sabbath back to like Sir Mix-a-Lot, and it's like whatever. Yeah, but we got weird things going on around here. But then behind the gates, back here, MWR and APHIS and there's more stuff going on here. So honestly, those that come in, I've seen a lot of people come in with a predisposed idea or thought on Fort Polk, and then they leave with a different one. And then I see the comments online. It's like, I was there in the 70s and the 80s, and it's like, yep, everyone remembers their installations. Mm-hmm. So what would you say what kind of person would make a good 68 whiskey combat medic?
Well, I think you just got to be hardworking.
Well, that's for everything. Come on, let's be a little bit more.
It is. It takes a little bit of knowledge to retain some of the information that you learn, and you've got to be willing to practice new things and to always keep up on your skills and to learn new things, because like we talked about earlier, like medicine is ever evolving. But man, if you're a 68 whiskey, depending on the unit you're in, you've got to be able to do everything that those people around you can do. You got to carry that rucksack. You got to, carry that rifle. Rucking up and down mountains, but you've also got to carry your aid bag and be able to,
Yeah, speaking of that, you guys get to go out for the EFMB, right? The Expert Field Medical Badge.
Yeah.
We just had an E3B competition. Do you know anybody that went through it?
Knew a couple people from the hospital center that went through it and made it.
Nice.
Tough competition for sure. Ironically, I actually got my EFMB here years ago before I was stationed here. So I had a little taste of Fort Polk before I came here.
So you got to cheat a little bit on seeing what it's like too, huh?
A little bit, yeah.
I currently do not have it. It's been a goal of mine for several years now.
You're just too busy to go to take that 12-mile rucksack, ruck march.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to try it again.
Well, you better do it while before the knees go out. Yeah,
right. Mine are starting to go out.
So any advice for someone thinking about joining the Army and choosing this MOS?
I think this 68 whiskey is a very rewarding job. If you pick it, you'll have an opportunity to help people, to change the Army. You'll get to see and do things you never thought you'd do. So it's a great job.
Yeah, agreed. There's so many things that you can do in the military coming out of being a 68 whiskey as well. So even if you aftermarket after career career field marketplace is wide open for that. It's a little harder for like jet mechanics. It's like there's no fighter jets.
And it's also, I don't know how many jobs give you a professional civilian license, but we do get an EMT license out.
Oh, nice.
Job, so.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. Drive an ambulance around and save people's lives. Any final thoughts? Maybe anything you'd like to share with the listeners or about your journey?
Let me take it. Yeah. No. So like we talked about, being a combat medic is great. It's been a very rewarding career for me. Gotten to do a lot of things, both in conventional and unconventional means. As a medic, you have so many opportunities to be stationed at different places throughout different organizations and just see all sides of the Army. So it has certainly been a rewarding career for me, and I would highly encourage anyone that's thinking about just getting your foot in the door of Army medicine to think about becoming a 68 whiskey.
And if there's any 68 whiskeys that watch this program, I highly recommend volunteering to be an OCT. I have learned more in 6 months than I have in several years straight because of this job.
Yeah, imagine what you'll learn in 18 months.
Right, and it's great because you get to work with all senior NCOs, and then all the officers you work with are prior company commanders, so the level of knowledge in our task force is unlimited.
So what would you say one of those things that you learned as an OCT that you didn't even know about when you weren't, or beforehand?
You see I learned from junior soldiers every rotation. You just see different ways that things are done.
Oh, from all the different RTUs?
Right. Maybe you didn't think of this or that. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, guys, I appreciate you guys coming in. We've got thank you, Cameron Reeves and Bradley Robinson. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your busy schedules to come on in and share a little bit of your career field and your thoughts on the Army for us. And hopefully I'll get to, you said you're on your way out, so so maybe we can get you guys back in, or maybe we could get your replacements in here to talk about them and see what they say before and after.
Yeah, I'll be here till next December, so.
Oh, so we got some time.
Gladly come back. So.
All right.
Absolutely. Thanks, Jeff.
I appreciate all the help or all the work that you guys do, and keep up the great work. And hopefully somebody will see this and take your you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Anyway, that's another wrap for us here at the Fort Polk Public Affairs Office. And thank you for joining us. And please leave a comment, leave a message. We want to know what you feel or what you hear or what you'd like to see on our podcast. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe, that thumbs up notification bell, and be sure to catch us here every week that I put out a podcast, and hopefully everyone will get to watch it. And anyway, but until then, I'm Jeff England from the Fort Polk Public Affairs Office, and we are out of here.
That was easy.